let's hear about Magic Beans at CEDIA.
Is somebody going to ask me questions? Anybody going to be up in there? I'm here showing Magic Beans and our spatial audio calibration toolkit.
Magic Beans in the house.
I know you wanted to know why somebody would want to use something like Magic Beans over a generic target curve. And one of our signs here says, which target curve are you using? Kind of asking people, are you using just like whatever it gives you? Are you using the Harman target, or are you tuning by ear? Because the tonality is really going to depend on, what you set as the target curve. And you spend all this money on speakers, your equipment, and then here you are just going to slap on a generic target curve. Kind of doesn't make sense. So what Magic Beans does is it takes near field measurements and the main listening position measurements, finds out what the room is doing to the sound, and then it gives you a target curve based on three things: speaker characteristics, the room acoustics, and your listening position within that room. So it'll give you a target curve specific to each speaker and the sub, and overall give you a better sound because it's going to be more cohesive.
So that sounds very complex. So how long does that take to implement and measure? Because these room system measurements take like 40, 50 minutes of measuring. So How about the Magic Beans?
This is something that came about because it used to take me about 8 hours to do a calibration. And what used to take me 8 hours now can take 20 minutes, maybe.
Wow.
So 20 minutes or less, you'll get all the target curves. So it's very quick and easy to do. And they always say the hardest thing is to make something complicated simple. And that's what we try to do. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with the algorithm, figuring out what can and cannot be EQ'd. We take a look at directivity. We take a look at the room transition region to give you an actual target curve that is the best possible target curve for your system. And someone doesn't have to know what any of that means and use it and still get good results. Now, for a professional who does care about that, we have a pro version that will allow you to go in and look at the various aspects of it and maybe make your own adjustments or give better advice to your clients about, maybe we need to move your seats forward. Maybe we need to add room treatment. And these are things that you can look from the actual measurements here. You can take the measurements from your phone using something like a UMic connected directly to it. And then you can export to your computer where it'll be easier to take a look at the data, throw it in the REW. So it's another thing that you can do. It's almost like a remote REW, right? You take all the measurements right here with your mic, very simple.
You upload it to the software and it does the magic.
And then you send it to REW.
Yeah,
very easy.
And the fact that it takes directivity into account, there's not a lot of EQ systems that do that.
Exactly. So, a lot of times you'll have to get some anechoic measurements. You'll have to have something on a Klippel near field scanner. And this is not a replacement for those things. But at the same time, I think it's important to get what they call in situ measurements of the speaker in the actual location. Is it near a wall? Is it behind an acoustic transparent screen? Because those are going to affect the sound. And so it's good to have the anechoic data, of course. But it's also important to know, what is the speaker doing in the room? What is the directivity of the speaker in the room? It might be something different. Your nearby cabinets or wall could affect the directivity also.
Okay, so it's almost like for the prosumer that wants to go beyond the standard, because it sounds like in pro audio, they'll have a specific map of a speaker already built into some of that equipment. And it sounds like your app could also almost do that by doing your measurements. It's builds a profile for the speaker almost, and then you can EQ it to where your listening position is.
Yeah. So what we like to do, I like to call it not room correction, because you and I know room correction is putting sound absorbers, bass. That's sound
treatment.
That's sound treatment. That's room correction.
Yeah.
What we're actually doing, what I like to call it, is speaker response correction. We're trying to make your speakers more accurate. You get a Genelec speaker, some of these studio monitors, they're very accurate. Why? Because they have DSP built into them. Well, you have DSP also.
Yeah.
You have your passive speaker, but you have the DSP built in your AVR or pre-pro. So we should use this as such. Make your speaker a better speaker. But also, there are aspects that you can fix about the bass. So when it comes to bass, there's no separating the speaker from the room. They're kind of married at that point.
Yep.
So that, I don't know if you call that room correction. It's more, it's bass correction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically it. We're showing, of course, Toolkit. Toolkit goes along well with Magic Beans because it has the pink noise. It has various test zones you can do to make sure that everything's working well.
Yeah, I have the toolkit and I like it. It's as quick as you can get for some of the outputs and sounds that you need to tweak things real quick.
Yeah,
so
man.
I like that.
Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time to come and ask me questions.
Man, it's great to finally meet you.
Oh man, these guys are the best.
I love it.
This guy's the best. I love this guy. Yeah. So thank you for taking the time to listen and check out Magic Beans. Check out the Spatial Audio Calibration Toolkit. Maybe we'll do a special code for these guys, huh?
Yeah.